the next generation may not even get to experience. So, with that being said, there's obviously things that we can do, but moreover things that are being done currently. The first thing that scientists are doing is these nice little collars here on this little aardvark fellow. That is called a radio tracking collar. Does anyone have any idea what a radio tracking collar may do?
Like tracks their location and their like migration?
Absolutely, that's exactly what it does. That nice little collar not only tracks where that specific animal is, but learning the migration period or pattern is extremely important. And that is because when they migrate, where do they go? When do they breed? Little collar can tell you all those things. It gives scientists the upper hand on seeing where they breed, when they breed, where they go to breed. It's extremely important to have those. And the other little thing is what this little bird is getting, which is a ring. It's not painful, it looks painful, it's kind of the same thing. What the collars do is they actually have a radio inside the collar, just like the radio you have in your car. It picks up the signal, and it transmits to where the scientists are. And then also, does anyone know about captive breeding? And we are extremely lucky that we have the Cincinnati Zoo here, because the Cincinnati Zoo is a huge, huge proponent of captive breeding. Basically, as the name would suggest, it's breeding animals in captivity. There are some wonderful things going on in the Cincinnati Zoo now. We just had a little giraffe, a new gorilla, and that's, like I said, it's just literally breeding in captivity. Some animals, however, do not want to breed in captivity, and they do better breeding in their own natural habitats, which runs into a problem. The panda is actually a huge example of that. They do not like to breed in captivity. A lot of times the male and female fight, they attack each other. So what the scientists are doing is the pandas that are in captivity, they're bottle feeding, they are acting as mom, and they're treating the pandas almost like they're human beings to try to like downplay the pandas' natural aggression towards each other, which is kind of an interesting approach. It doesn't necessarily always work, but it is something that's being done. And then a couple of these, up in the corner there is that crane, and he is the largest and the rarest crane in the world, and he is greatly endangered. And so what this scientist here is doing is he has a mock crane on his hand, and what that is doing is he's kind of getting the crane familiar, because there are so few of these wattle cranes. That is kind of like teaching him how to act around peers, so that he will naturally, when he sees someone like him, he will know kind of what to do, and it actually helps with breeding and behavior in the wild, so they don't attack each other, because killing each other off is just as bad. I mean, that's obviously a thing that we need to be mindful of as well.